Awesome.
But it was good to come home.
Oh, it always is.
Yeah.
Are you still at your in-laws' house?
Oh, yes.
And how's that going?
It's okay. I'm glad I have a house to live in.
Yes. And what's the, are you guys looking to rent something, or are you guys waiting to buy?
We've got to sell our house before we can do anything because we can't afford to rent and pay our mortgage. So, but as soon as we can sell our house, we're trying to get a lot box we want to build.
Okay.
So we have enough that we can buy a lot, but then we're stopped after we buy it until we sell the house.
Oh, man. And is that, okay, so remind me again, it was like, not tropic. Which little town in Utah is your house?
We're in Glendale.
Right, but where is your house?
Oh, the one that I need to sell?
Yes.
Is in Tabiona.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So it's going to be real easy to sell it.
Yeah. We actually, cross our fingers, we have some friends that moved in.
Oh, sweet.
And so they're going to pay our mortgage, and then they're going to try and buy it in the end of April.
Oh, good.
So there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, that is good, because I'm like, oh, that's hard when you live in such a small town. That's what Steve and I are, I think, most worried about, like, if we decide to move from here.
Yeah.
I think we'll be able to sell this house, but, like, we've talked about the potential to need to rent it if we aren't able to sell it, and that makes me super nervous because we'd be so far away from the house, we'd have to hire somebody out to make sure everything was okay, and that makes me nervous. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not fun. I mean, we're 7 hours away, but
yeah,
that's plenty far, so I can't imagine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're a couple of flights. We'd be a couple flights away. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Well, this place, the more I thought about it, and like I posted a couple of pictures of like the Walmart or our Fred Meyer not having any milk. Yeah. Like, I'm just like, I live in like a hole. I don't know, like it's just this, not a hole, but what am I thinking of? Like, there's just
it's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. And it's just, okay, well, if the barge doesn't come, then there's no milk, there's no fresh produce, there's no, like, anything, because nothing grows up here, so we can't provide for ourselves. Anyway. It's a little intense.
That's funny.
Anyway. Well, bless your heart. I'm just really just hoping that you're just having a good time with your in-laws.
Well, I have to pray for lots of patience, and I go to Cedar quite regularly to.
I've seen that you've been going and doing stuff there, and you just hang out with family and friends and stuff. Want to go to Cedar?
Yep.
Sweet.
Yep.
Well, I was hoping Erica would be able to get on. That's our other comrade. I don't know if that's the right word to use. Anyway, I don't want to take a ton of time, but I just wanted to talk to you guys for a minute. How are you doing?
I can't close it. It's too full.
I'm good.
Yes? Good. Have you started a new round, Mish?
Well, I was going to, and then we got hit with the bug.
Oh, yuck. Hey,
Paul. Can you say hi?
Hi.
How you doing, buddy?
Grace.
Good.
So we've been, since we got home, we've been not very happy.
Feeling crappy.
Yeah. Baby and him. It's been fun.
Oh, I'm sure.
So I have yet to start one, but I've still been doing my stuff, just not an official round.
Well, and that's okay. Because I'm to the point now where, like, I don't really do rounds anymore because I'm just always trying to do it.
Doing it.
And by trying, I mean, like, I'm really trying, but some days I'm not very successful. Because of this, can I show you why? Let me talk about this. First of all, let's talk about the fact that my office space is my kitchen space. Bad. I'm sitting in the war zone all the time. So look at these delicious homemade rolls I made for my husband.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a good thing
the kind of crap that's, sitting there all the time, and I'm like, ah! Anyway. Okay, Well, let's. I just wanted to talk about a few things. I don't want to take a ton of time because I don't even know. My son might be awake downstairs, and who knows what Viv's doing at this point. Oh, just kidding.
Oh my heavens.
What's your phone number? 888
586.
Is he calling?
5. He's doing it on the adding machine.
Is that
Oh.
Mommy, is that what your phone number is?
Yep, perfect. Go in the other room. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna do my phone number.
Oh my gosh. We've got to leave this room. Okay, you're out of here. Get out.
Can I have a treat and a snack?
When you leave me alone.
Hey, Mish, did you start driving bus yet?
Oh, I took my CDL test.
How was that?
It was hard. I had to take one of them 2 times.
Oh, no.
But I get to start driving the bus on Friday.
Oh, that'll be exciting.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a little scary.
Yeah. Do you have to do like some trial driving before they let you actually drive the bus?
Yes, thankfully. I have to drive like how many hours? I have to do like 20 hours of drive time.
Oh, okay, before they'll let you actually drive with the kid.
Or I can drive with anybody on the bus. I'm going to cook it.
Are you just going to drive around Glendale on the bus, or are you doing this in Cedar?
Can you see this pizza?
I will just do, I'm
Can
going
you
to
see
do,
this pizza?
Yep, awesome.
go, put it on the counter. Oh. I'll do a route every morning and afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Elementary with the preschool kids.
Okay.
And then I can drive activities if I, need to, or they need somebody and they can't find anybody else, or
Sweet.
so we'll
Sounds
see.
good. Sweet.
It's gonna be a little scary.
Okay, well, I don't want to take up too much time because I know, like I was saying to Katie, I'm like, I don't know what's going on downstairs in my house. Ben might be awake. He was taking a nap. Vivian's watching Mulan, but it will end inevitably. So we have very limited time, which is why I love this, because like I love that we're all in the same place. It's like, okay, your kids are coming in. Sweet, let's have them join the party. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about a few things. The first thing I want to talk about, Misha, did I ever send you a link to do that new coach training?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm going to send it to you. So I was talking to Katie about it yesterday, and they just set up a new coach training that's just super helpful. And they're not very long. There's like a video, and there's 21, it's like a 21-day coach training, kind of like we do the 21-day fix or whatever.
Okay.
And, it's just something that, like, if you take 15 minutes and just watch these videos, it helps a ton in how you post, like teaching you how to post and that kind of thing. And I know you're not posting a ton, and I know you've got a bunch of other fires in there, but it would still help, especially if you have people talking to you about 21-day fix.
Yeah.
Doing the training will help you to help those people actually start it, because it talks about the conversations you have with people and how to, talk about different things. And so I'll send you that link. And here's what I want to do. I want to try and set up, say, because there's 21 different trainings, I want to give us a month from now. And I want to have all of us try and complete the 21-day training. So I think that if we say by March, whatever day it is, March 17th?
18th. I taught preschool today. I know that.
I want everybody to complete the new coach training, including myself, because they revamped it. So the training is put on by our upline coaches, Micah and Tara, and so they've put together this awesome training. And you see lots of different coaches in different videos, so it's not just them. Like Jaylen's in one of them, and there's a bunch of different coaches basically just giving you all this information that's just helpful stuff. So I'm going to do it too. I feel like it would be really, really good for all of us to do it, just because I know you guys are newer in the biz. Erica, I'm going to send her the link as well. And let's all try and get that done by 30 days from now. So that gives you a little bit of leeway if one day you can't watch one, but try and do one every day or close to it. Like I said, they don't take a whole lot of time. And one of the things that I've really learned with this is there is a myriad of tons of really good information. And sometimes it's hard to feel like you have to take time out of your life to do it. So one of the things that I've started to do is to just make it part of my life. Like if I'm doing the dishes and I'm standing at the sink, I'll turn on one of these videos and just kind of have it playing off to the side. No, I'm not like, 100% engaged, but I'm still getting information. And there's so much information to gain that it's kind of like you take a tidbit here, you take a tidbit here, and then I could watch those videos over and over and over again and still get new information because there's just a ton of little helpful things to learn. So that's what I would suggest is like either, if you're doing the dishes or you're, giving the kids a bath. And obviously like, if normally you're singing songs to them or whatever, don't take away from like your kids. But if it's a chore or a task that you're doing that normally it's just kind of a drudgery, what I've tried to do is started to just fit in these things in my life instead of taking time out of my life to do them. So that was one thing I wanted to talk about because I think it'd be really good for all of us to do it. And then the next thing is that and tell us what you think about this, Mish, but I really want to do a free group for people because it helps to build trust and relationships with your friends on Facebook if we do like a group that they don't have to pay for, And so what we were thinking is to do a toddler like winter activity group for a few days in the next few weeks. And so what we would set up is like we could do either a 3 or a 5 day group. It doesn't have to be super long. But what we would do is we would encourage people to join this group, and then we would have activities that we found that work well with little kids that you can do inside and talk about ways that you can kind of combat the winter, feeling of, what's the word?
Cabin fever.
Yes, that's it, the phrase, like the cabin fever thing. So we thought that would be good for the people that we want to actually help, because honestly, like for all of us, that's where we're at right now. We have these little kids and it's getting to the end of winter, but we still have some days where we're stuck inside. And so I thought that would be a really great thing. And you can invite all of your mommy friends to join this group that have young kids. And I think that I think it will be really great because, and I was thinking what we could even do is if we plan enough ahead, and we need to figure out, the biggest thing is figuring out when to do it, because we'll want to make a post, and I'm happy to do that, but make a post about it to tell people about it. And you want to give people like a week or a week and a half notice as to when it's going to be so that they can see it a couple times and get on board with it. But I was thinking, because I don't want to wait too long, what if we did it like that, not this next week, but that last week. So the 29th leap day, that 29th, the week of the 29th through the 3rd of March or whatever. So that would give us 2 weeks.
That'd work.
Does that work? Okay.
That works for me.
Okay. So, or February, sorry, I'm just writing this down so February 29th, and we can do like, we can either do Monday through Wednesday or we could do Wednesday through Friday. It doesn't really matter, but I think probably between 3 and 5 days. I don't know that it needs to be super long, but I think it would be just enough to like, I think we could each take each come up with like an activity or two. And then I thought it'd be fun to show videos of our kids doing them or whatever, because I think it's good if people can see that they actually work, because that's the difference between Pinterest going on there and it's like that, like your blog post, Katie. Yeah, I have time to tape up. She blog posted about like taping up the toilet paper rolls. Yes, I'm taping all my toilet paper rolls to tape them on my wall and do this activity.
If only.
Anyway. But I think that if there are things that we've tried with our kids, then we post like a little video of them doing it and the instructions for it or whatever, and then we can I'm sure that there are also articles that we can just pull little tidbits from, and we just want to post a few times a day with encouragement and activities that people can do with their kids to just get them through the end of the winter is kind of the idea. And I think that, I don't know, if somebody were inviting me to a group like that, I would jump in like that, because I'm like, oh yes, like give me something to do with these kids, because I still have 3 more months before we can even go outside. You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, my winter's a little never ending up here.
Yeah.
So that was another thing. So what I'll do, toddler group.
I was going to say, I think maybe 3 days is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think so too. I don't think it needs to be long. Okay. So do you think the beginning of the week or the end of the week? Beginning of the week?
I would do the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we can remind people that weekend and be like, it's starting tomorrow. Like, because that's not even bad for a Sunday evening. Like, is there anybody else who wants to do our, and then doing Monday through Wednesday. So February 29th through March the 2nd?
Yes.
Okay. And I will get together just like a little, and like a cute
graphic.
Thanks, Katie, for being my words. I did not have that today. She's got me covered. I'll come up with a graphic, and then it'd be cute to post it. Like, do you guys ever use? I know I've seen Photofy or any of those where you can do a split. You can split it up, and it'd be cute to do a picture of your kiddos with it, or something like that. Or you can do whatever you want, but it would just be good if we promote that and then get people in this group, and then we'll all just post. And when it gets closer next week, maybe we can chat one more time and figure out which day and what we want to post. Okay. Good. Do you guys have any questions about, Misha, do you have any questions about like the back office or anything like that?
Yeah, probably. I need to get on and look at it. I haven't looked at it for since before the cruise, so more than a week.
Okay. Do you have anybody right now that you've been talking to about doing the challenge with you?
I have one of my cousins has been talking to me about it, and she's just not sure. She says, I want to do something, but I don't know if I do. This sounds like it's more realistic than other things, and I've, told her it is. You can actually do it. I've done it. But so now she's just I talked to her, what's today? Thursday. I talked to her last Saturday.
Okay.
So I told her I'd talk to her again this Saturday.
And what I would do too is like let her know. I think a lot of times what people need is they need a deadline. That's why we do the challenge groups.
Yeah.
Is because I think it helps a lot of people to make the actual commitment. If you say we're starting on this date, join this group with me, or say, and all you have to say to her is, hey, I know that you were talking about doing the 21-day fix with me. We actually have a group starting on the 22nd or whatever. And if you give her that date, then she'll be like, oh, okay. And you're like, and then just say like, it's 21 days, give it a shot, it's, and the thing I'm starting to tell people is like, the time's going to pass anyway. You might as well, if you're thinking about it, you might as well
do something.
Jump in and try, give it your best effort. I don't know. So anyway, I think that helps. When I talk to people, I think that giving them those dates and helping them to see that we're doing this and we're starting on this day. I think that it helps people to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I do want to do it. Yeah, like I'm going to commit,
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
If you have any other questions, if either of you guys ever have questions, please don't hesitate to just message me or text me.
Okay, I do have a quick question that's popped into my head. So my friend, she's already done 21-day fix. She has all this stuff, and she asked me, does it cost money to join the challenge group? But as I sit here thinking about it, I've heard other people on the coach page be like, what do you do when someone wants to join their challenge group but they haven't bought through you? But I kind of feel like she's coaching potential, so should I be like,
so here's what you do.
Join a challenge group, that's fine. And then have her, build that trust with her, and maybe she'd sign up to be a coach under me instead of whomever she signed up under. Because if she wants to join my challenge group, I just wonder if, do you know what I'm saying? I can see how some people are, okay.
So let me explain that, because it's super important for you to know that you can absolutely have her join the challenge group. Now the catch is this: what you want to do whenever you have somebody join our challenge group is you want to make sure that you have them switch to have you be their coach. So that if they make any purchases in the future, first of all, you get the commission on it because they're working with you and they're choosing you to actually work with them. And then second thing is that if they do sign up to coach, they would be signed up under you.
Yeah.
So I had their instructions really easy way. It's really pretty simple. All they have to do is email. I think I've
had one person switch over to me already. So I gave them their coach ID. They email the customer service and then they switch over. So my friend, she already is ordering her Shakeology through me now.
Sweet. Perfect. And that's the exact same thing that you would do. And just say it doesn't it doesn't cost you anything to do our challenge group. The only thing that in order to participate in the challenge group with our team is that you would need to switch for me to be your coach.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's just as simple as that. And then in any case, in the future, if she decides she wants a different program or she wants Shakeology or like whatever the case may be, then she becomes your challenger, your customer, and if she signs up to coach, she's coaching under you,
right?
Which is what you want. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? If you have them, please don't hesitate. Because I remember when I started, first of all, I had no idea what I was doing. No stinking clue. And I was like, what the crap did I get myself into? So if you have any question, no matter how silly, or if you come up with a post and you want me to read it, or you want me to see it before, like if you're worried about it, or like you don't know how it's going to come across, or you're feeling like you're really putting yourself out there and you want that extra like, yeah, no, this is good, post it, then let me know, because that's why I'm here. Because I did that several times, especially when I was doing when I post real vulnerable. Now I'm like, whatever, everybody can know what my story is. But at first I was very, very nervous because I was uncomfortable, first of all, with myself a little bit. And second of all, I wasn't sure how I was going to be perceived. And that's something that I will tell you right now, we all have to get over. I'm still working on it, but worrying about what people are going to think of us when we put ourselves out there. Because I think that it's my dad said it, I think, right. He's like, Suze, he's like, I'm so impressed with how real you are and how honest you are and how genuine you are. And he's like, you put yourself in a very vulnerable position every day. And he's like, I just really want to commend you for that, because I am inspired by you. And that's what I know you're trying to do, is inspire other people. So just keep that in mind. Like, and I said to Steve the other night, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to lose friends over this. I'm not going to lose my family over this. And they love me no matter what. And the things that we're posting, like, Misha, I love seeing posts of your kids. I love seeing it because I care about you. Like, it's so good to see your life. And so that's what I try and keep in mind as I'm posting. It's just like, no, like, this isn't gonna offend anybody. I'm just sharing my life with people. And so, and regardless, that's the other thing, regardless of if they buy 21 Day Fix or not, or any other program for me, or Shakeology ever, they're still my friends, and I still care about them, and I still want them to know what's going on in my life, and I want to know what's going on in theirs. So anyway, there's my spiel about that.
Well, really quick on that note, it was funny because remember when Darcy was doing your hair and she was like, she's kind of complaining about all the posts.
Yeah.
From Jalen, she's like, gosh, like, I get it. I get that you're making money and I get that you're healthy. That's so great. And like, Darcy's kind of annoyed. So I like always have her voice in my head whenever I post, like, that's probably what people are thinking. And I talked to her about it. She's like, no, she's like, I love seeing your posts because I love you. Like, I love seeing more about your life. And so I like, it's kind of hard to like take that out. And like, there's like there's like 5 people that I'm like, every time I post, I'm like, they're probably gonna be like, oh my gosh, enough, Yep. But it doesn't matter. They don't have to follow me. They don't have to do anything. Like, what does it matter with me? It doesn't matter.
It's true. They don't have to follow you. And that doesn't mean that they don't love you. And it doesn't mean that they like think any different of you. Like I
just have to let it go because it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I've totally engaged with like, Tiffany Thorley. She was the one that like totally posted one day and was all like, what's up with all this? She did some meme. And I totally posted and was like, let me just be honest with you. You're just friends with these awesome people who are Beachbody coaches. I'm like, so you are going to see it in your feed because that's what we're doing. And it's okay, because I think that the point is this, like, if they don't want to do it, and if they're like, even Mikkel, and like, I just have to just joke about it and be like, you know what? You're right. We post a lot. However, I'm not like in your face making you do it. And like, if you don't want to follow me anymore, you don't have to. And the other realization is this. I think about Facebook and I think, okay, here's my reality. My good close friends they don't post. They don't like my posts, or they like my posts, but they don't comment on them because I'm not gearing this toward them. I'm talking to them on the phone. I'm seeing them on a regular basis, like my friends up here. And so really, I'm using Facebook as a way to connect with people that I don't ever, that I don't ever see, that I don't really get to connect with in another way. And I'm trying to share my life with them from a way long distance. And so I am talking about my kids. I'm talking about my life, my home, like all these things that are going on in my life. And it's not going to affect my friendships with my close friends. You know what I mean?
Right.
If anything, it's going to build new relationships with people that I've missed and that I haven't been able to communicate or see in a long time. And I'm still going to go out to lunch with my other friends, and Beachbody's probably not even going to come up in conversation, right? Even though they see my posts all the time. So I think that I'm making the shift finally, because it's taken me several months to make the shift to feel like it's okay for me to do this. It's not gonna it's not gonna offend anybody. And I think in that regard, we get in our own way for the very most part, because nobody really is offended. And if they are, they can just unfollow you and it's not that big of a deal. But people who love you, like Darcy, like she's not gonna, she loves you and she wants to see what's going on. She loves seeing what you post. And I wouldn't be surprised if, because she did love you, you'd be the one that she'd come to if she ever wanted to do 21 day pics. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I don't know. You just have to it is a mind shift, which brings me to another just really quick thing. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this either, but that personal development piece that they talk about, like reading some kind of personal development book, that's a huge part of this. Not because it necessarily needs to be a book about business or becoming more business savvy, but like right now I'm reading this book that's like, it's just all about being you and being the awesome person that you are. And it really helps to build me up daily to be like, to remind myself that like, it's okay, because we're putting ourselves in this vulnerable place all the time, that then it's like, okay, but it's okay because I'm awesome and it's okay to share my awesome, right? And so that's why that's such an important part of this, is because not because, and obviously there's tons to learn and there's business side of things and there's leadership and there's all of this, but it really is to help develop who you are. And I think that what I've also learned is that that's really helping me to continue to be successful with my health goals, my like becoming this person in a physical way that I want to become, is because I'm changing my mind. And that's, I think, what for a lot of years has been my problem. Getting past those mental blocks of I can't do this. I've never been skinny. I don't know what it's like. Blah, 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 blah. Because we all have those conversations in our head, those negative, and that feeding that, I think, really stops us from reaching those goals. So there's that.
I love you.
I just get on I just get going and I get passionate, right?
No, you never get passionate.
Me passionate? No. Whatever. Okay, so two resources that I really wanted to talk about really quick. Coachingcodes.com is awesome because you can put your coach ID number in it. And then if you scroll down, it's got links to everything, like challenge groups to challenge packs, to signing up to be a coach, to upgrading to this, to everything's there. And I was talking to Katie, and sometimes if you send people to your website, they start looking and they see that there's an essentials pack, that they don't have to buy the challenge pack with the Shakeology. So if you just say, I'll just send you the link, you just follow that link and it'll take you right to what you need to do. A lot of times people just want it to be easy, and they're more likely to just be like, okay. And you've already talked to them about the benefits of the challenge pack. But then when somebody sees something cheaper, especially, they're like, oh, I don't need Shakeology. Oh, I don't, but really, that really does help with success with people, because they've invested a little bit more into themselves. I hear my son screaming. Just take a brief pause. Oh, my free meeting will end in 10 minutes. Okay, I'm going to go grab him and just bring him up here. I'll be right back.
So, Misha, you're living in Glendale. Isn't that kind of on your way to Canaryville?
No, it is the other way. It's if you go over Cedar Mountain, like you're going to go to Kanab.
Oh, sorry, I meant Kanab.
Yes, to Kanab, okay. It is.
And you're living with your in-laws.
Yep.
And you're trying to settle there?
Well, yeah, we'll stay here. We'll stay in Glendale probably until we die.
Awesome. That's such a cute town.
This is where my husband's from here, so
okay.
we're done moving. I'm done moving.
Yeah.
So our stuff right now is in a storage container, and it's gonna stay there until we
until you sell your
buy a house or build a house that I never have to move from again.
Yes.
So we're all learning quite a lot living in this house.
What does your husband do?
He is a police officer.
I did not know that.
When was it? He's only done it for 2 years.
Okay.
He decided he went from construction to this.
Awesome.
So he loves it.
That's awesome. And he got a job there in Glendale?
He did. We were in, do you know where Tabiona is?
No.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it until I moved there. It is in Duchesne County.
Okay.
So if you were going to go to like Vernal.
Yeah.
You go that way and then you kind of go up north a little. It's in the middle of nowhere. Mm-hmm. And it's tiny, tiny. So, it's the kind of place there's no there's nothing there but houses and a school and a church.
Yep.
And you have to go, an hour to go grocery shopping and to get gas. But then he applied for this one and got it. So instead of staying up there for 5 years, we moved.
That's awesome.
So it's been
good.
My
2-year-old might come up screaming in a second too. So sorry about that.
Hi, buddy.
Jewelry after Mulan ended. I was wondering, she was being so quiet and just doing so well. Well, of course she was. She was in my bling, enjoying herself immensely.
What more does a girl need?
And this poor boy, he's already pooped twice, and he's poopy again.
Nice.
Oh, that was our sickness that we had with my two.
Love it.
It was not a fun week with diapers and underwear.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I babysat a little boy from one of my friends, and I babysat a set of twins. Anyway, he got sick one day and totally had diarrhea really bad. And pooped his pants at my house, and I felt so bad at
I did too.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You did that too?
I did too.
Oh, I did too. And it wasn't, and he was mortified. He was with my husband at the high school, and he was mortified.
Oh no!
It happens.
Okay. So this is now telling me, this is awesome because it's telling me how much time I have left. So that will keep me on track. Okay, the other resource. So coaching codes, coachingcodes.com. The other thing is that there's an app now. It's called BB, like Beachbody Links. If you look up in the search bar, and it's called BB Links, but Beachbody Links, it's the same idea where you can click on the challenge pack, you can see how much it costs, and I think that you can send it to somebody. I haven't really used that as much because I just got comfortable with coaching codes, but this seems easier because it's an app and you don't have to go in and you actually put in your coach ID just once in this Beachbody Links, and you're already permanently linked up to it. So it's, I think it's probably even better. I would probably even check that out first because it's a newer thing that Beachbody put out, and I think that it's probably going to be the most effective thing to use as far as just sending somebody a link to order. Okay. Katie and I talked about this yesterday just a little bit, but I was just going to bring up the importance of the Power of Threes form, that paper. Have you ever printed off one of those papers, Mish, and ever done that? No, that's okay. That's okay. So what I was thinking we would do is, I would really like to do what we call a live power hour. So essentially we would be on a Zoom call. You guys would, we would be doing this, but what we would do is we would do the Power of Threes together. Like one day every, I don't know, we would just do it so that you can see what it's like, see what you can get done in an hour, and have a better idea of what to do and how to do it, so that it's something that's not so oh, I'm supposed to do what and how, and that kind of thing. So I'll let you know on that, when I'm going to do the live power hour. Hi, Ben, you're so stinky. The very last thing that I wanted to talk about is that there's a release of a new program coming out in just a couple weeks. It's called 22 Minute Hardcore, and it is Tony Horton, who did P90X, P90X2, P90X3, and he has a huge following of people. So here's the what the information I got. I'm sorry, come stand right up here. Oh, here she comes. So he has a huge following of people, and there's a couple of things that are really excellent to point out with this new workout. First of all, his other workouts were all 60 minutes. They were long. And so for this to be 22 minutes is awesome, because you're going to get Tony Horton, which a lot of people really like and really like his workouts, but it's only 22 minutes, and that's including warm up and cool down. So he's literally going to kick your butt in 20 minutes. And so I think for people who talk about being busy or not having time to work out, this is going to be an excellent program. And so I'm going to do a post probably in the next couple of days. I got an idea from, we had a meeting last night, and talking about, so you want to mention that it's a Tony Horton program and what other programs, because a lot of people are familiar with P90X.
Yeah.
It was kind of one of the first big home workout programs that really became very popular. So I'm going to talk about Tony Horton. The other cool thing about 22 Minute Hardcore is that it was filmed at different at different bases, because it's military boot camp style. And so it's very cool, and so what we're going to do with that challenge group in March is make it patriotic. And so, so that's kind of the idea about getting people excited about it and interested in it. I'm going to post that in a couple of days, and I will send you guys, look for it.
Yeah.
And then I would really, really suggest doing some kind of, even though, I've never done P90X. But I'm going to do some kind of post about it, because people are going to order that program. So you want them to hear about it from you, because even if they're not interested in 21 Day Fix or whatever, if there's somebody who likes him or is looking for something new to try and maybe is busy or whatever, this is going to be awesome, because people love when they don't have to work out for very long.
Yeah.
And I think for our part, for me, thinking about the people that I'm trying to help, it's they're people with little kids. So for me, a 22-minute workout every day is
wonderful.
Awesome, right? 20 minutes and I can be done. Sweet. Yeah. Sign me up right now. So anyway, be looking out for that. And it's going to be the March. It comes out March 1st. There is a way that you can get people to put, there's an email list for people to pre-order it, kind of, and it will put that they put your coach ID in, so that when they order it, when it comes out, then you get the credit for it. So I will look up the FAQ on that and pass that on to you guys. I need to make sure that I do that. Hi, sis. Can you hand me that pen on the floor? Can you hand that to Mom, please? Do you want to say hi to Katie and Misha? Say hi, Katie. Say hi, Aunt Katie.
Hi, Viv. I love you. Oh, should I say Princess Vivian?
She's so cute.
She is so cute.
She wears this dress every day.
I love it.
Are you okay?
That's okay.
Yeah,
that
every day.
Okay.
Can I wear my pretty dress? Every day. I say as long as we get dressed first. And then I tell her she can put it over whatever she has on. That's fine with me. Less than 1 minute. Guys, we can start up a new free call, but we'll just call this good for today. So yeah, 22-minute hardcore, you want to start, and there's going to be a Beachbody On Demand sneak peek that would be awesome to do, so you can put a little video of you doing it.
Okay.
I'm going to try it. I think I might die, but I think it'll be worthwhile. Hey, it's so good to visit with you. I could do this for all day long, but maybe it's good that it cuts me off. Thank you for getting on.
Yeah.
I think you guys are both fabulous.
You are too.
Let me know if I can help you
fabulous.
With your goals, with what you're trying to do with coaching. I know that it's just you're trying to sneak it in your little craft